Yeah, g'day. Last name, amateur radio call sign, ZL3 LAD. And we're here tonight with a Hikers 2 radio. It's a 2-valve low voltage radio receiver, and it receives the AM broadcast band and probably a touch in the shortwave bands as well. This particular set is a very nicely made homemade job, and there's 6 switch bands, as you can see with the 2 switches here, so 6 positions through the use of 2 switches. So I'll give you a bit of a look at the coils at the back of it. These are the, as you can see, 6 coils and 2 valves. So they're switched in and out as opposed to plugging the coils in there. Very convenient. So the audio transformer, because this is a 0V1 set, so 1 detector and 1 audio amplifier stage. That's a 1:5 ratio transformer, audio transformer. And we see these 2 valves over here. These are replacement valves for the Type 49 that would have originally been used. 1Q5 and 3Q5 valves and adapters. I can show you that. The whole thing's very well made. That's the original 5-pin socket there for the Type 49, which would have been very scarce probably when they made these adapters up. The 3Q5. This adapter for use with valve 3Q5. And the other valve, funnily enough, is a 1Q5. It plugs back into there. And we'll take this one out to show you that's a 1Q5. And the same thing, it's a 5-pin socket there. And an adapter. Because the particular 1Q5 and 3Q5 are a octal, 8-pin octal valves, and they were available like in the 40s, 50s, when the Type 49 would have been very scarce, because the Type 49 dates from, well, I think it's 34 or 35 or so. You can correct me on the exact date if you like. You're more than welcome. Just try and get that one back in there so I can switch it back on, or switch it on. Switch it back on is the truth, because I've been playing with it. And yeah, so there's a trimmer capacitor on the left when you look from the front, and the main tuning's on the right. Very well made. Let's come around for a bit of look. All printer point wiring, and as I say, the main tuning. Right, I'll switch her on. Got the speaker and the headphone jack there. I think that's for switching between the speaker and the headphone. Antenna, earth, main tuning, veneer tuning, on off switch, regeneration control, and band switch.
Thank you so much again for joining me today, Ben. I'm Mr. Scott. It's back to the nerds in the studio to tell you what you can get up to this weekend.
Yes, the nerds. And this track right here is Yes, I Need My Generator by Turnstile, wrapping up Ben Pierce's review of Electric Avenue.
Little battery valves have a barely perceptible glow.
Yes, you are indeed listening to
It's very hard to film.
But as promised, here's our collection
It's even hard for me to see if I make it eye in the dark.
Get out and about too.
Well, yeah, just
loud roar of tuned engines, fast wheels hitting pure concrete, and you're in the
see the little ribbon down in the middle with orange colour. That's the glow of the filament. So they're not like mains valves. Mains valves have a healthy heater glow, and you can see that very clearly. Produce lots of light and quite a bit of heat too, the heater. There's just quite a reasonable amount of power involved to get them up to temperature, whereas the battery valve uses much less current and much less power. So main tuning. And the vernier tuning on this actually, reduction drive needs a bit of attention because it's not quite gripping 100% there to change.
8 till late.
So that's reasonably loud. And I've yet to ascertain what the frequency coverage is, but sort of broadcast, and switch it down. Must be a short wave. Well, I've yet to pick up any stations to know exactly where we are, so I might get the signal generator out and see where it goes exactly to. Noting that the regeneration control doesn't have a perfect degree of control. Maybe it's because the substitute valves, as opposed to the Type 49 tubes that would have originally been used with it. And just one thing to note is there's two 9-volt batteries, so 18 volts high tension, and one D cell for the filaments. So it's not a lot of batteries there to make this thing work. Not like the usual battery sets you see online. That's what makes the Hiker special. It's a low voltage radio. Low voltage in terms of the high tension there. No, yeah, focus. Never mind. Yeah, so that's a great reset, and can't wait to try it with a decent outside antenna. So this will be the national station, Radio New Zealand.
Let your love be the bridge that connects us, your wisdom, the guide that leads us, and your grace, the balm that heals us. Father,
Maybe.
we ask that you bless our communities.